I noticed that one family was in attendance off and on. They didn't come every Friday. And being concerned, I talked to the mother, and she says, well, I don't have permanent transportation. I have an old van that's 15 years old and it keeps breaking down. And I said, well, you can apply to our parent organization to see if we have the money to repair your van. But I noticed that the following week she wasn't there, so I had her phone number, so I called her. And she says, oh, it's in the shop. I said, well, do you have time? And she said yes, so I said, can I come pick you up? And she says, oh, you don't have to do that. We'll make out. I can put some more water in the soup. And I said, no. I said, we're here to serve. So I picked her up, and we packed a couple boxes for her and everything. And that was about 4 years ago. And I never thought anything of it. And throughout the years, and if I noticed that she wasn't there, I would call, and they were either all right, because one of the neighbors owns a vegetable stand and would give her vegetables and stuff, and she'd make a pot of soup and everything. She said, no, she said, give it to somebody else that really needs it. But on other occasions, I would bring her up to the church, and we would fill a couple boxes and everything. And during the blizzard of last year, she called up to see how I was, because my wife had died a few months earlier, and I was all alone. And I said, oh, I'm fine, I'm snug as a bug. She says, well, I don't want you out there shoveling that snow. And I said, okay. And next thing I knew, her 2 daughters came up to shovel my driveway out. And I said, you don't have to do that. She says, oh yes, you made sure that we had food to eat and everything. Well, it got to be a little much for the girls, so they went down the street to where one of the fathers of the 5 kids that she also feeds, and he came up with his plow and plowed out my whole driveway and sidewalk. And I asked him how much did I owe him and everything. He says, not a thing. You made sure that my children had food. And I kind of sat there with tears coming out of my ears, because I never thought that to be repaid